All right, I'm on the phone with head football coach Duane Crawford from the Ellsworth Eagles. And, Coach, just so everybody doesn't think the life of a football coach is all roses here, on your day off from your bank, tell us what you're doing, as I called you this morning.
Cleaning bathrooms.
Exactly. You and Mark Shields, I'll tell you, it's that honey-do list, and yeah, I'm telling you. So I'm glad you're able to take a little break here, so we can talk about the Ellsworth Eagles' fantastic win at Stearns.
Well, I'd much rather be talking about that than cleaning toilets.
Yeah, no doubt. So tell us about the game. I mean, that was just an awesome game.
Yeah, it was just one of those nights where, the kids got off the bus and they were fired up and they knew what they were doing going out there, and they just dominated both sides of the ball. They came out, and Stearns deferred, so we got the kickoff and took the opening kickoff right down the field and threw a little pop pass to Malcolm Zveck to put the first points on the board, and then just kept rolling from there. I mean, it was one of those nights that just everything was working right, and give the kids credit. They worked hard all week long and knew what their assignments were, and both offensively and defensively, and came out and just had huge games all the way around. It was a huge game all the way around. It was a fun night to coach, and it's not often that we've been on that side of the score, and it's a lot more fun coaching from that side than the other side.
No doubt. The final score being Ellsworth 49 and Stearns 7. We talked on Friday about the fact that this was really the start of your playoff run, and I mean, for Ellsworth, that was, I mean, you hate to say a must-win game, but I mean, for Ellsworth to have finished in the top 6, that was a must-win game.
Yeah, it was, and looking at film on Stearns, they had, I think, 11 or 12 seniors, I think, and some really good athletes, good running back. Their quarterback was a sophomore, but everybody else was, they were upperclassmen, and they were good. And number 9, their tailback was strong and pretty quick, and so we were worried going in that we'd have an answer for the. For everything that they had, and of course every game we go into we're younger, smaller, and maybe not quite as strong as some of the teams. The speed, I think, you can match up with anybody, or most anybody, but the size factor usually catches up with us on every game. So, but that didn't stop the kids. They came out, like I said, you can tell on Thursday night what Friday's going to be like. And Thursday night the practice was nice and crisp, and Friday we just went out there and they all did a great job. Everything from special teams to offense and defense, and defensively we put our seconds in the fourth quarter, and we're able to get the starters a little bit of a breather, and which was nice. So it's a lot of fun and a nice ride home.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt the ride home is going to be a heck of a lot better when you come away with the W.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the fact, one of the things that we haven't done is talked about the work of the offensive line. They ripped some huge holes because Coach Crawford had 204 yards on 19 carries. Charlie Hughes, 15 carries for 75 yards. I mean, that doesn't happen without the offensive line ripping out holes.
Yeah, no, and we had a freshman center in on Friday night who never played center for us before, and he stepped up, and he was a tight end for us in previous games, and he stepped up, and Riley King, and just did an amazing job, and a junior tackle who hadn't started at the varsity spot for us, and this is his first year playing. I mean, they just did a great job, and the right side of the line has been pretty much the same right side we've had all along. So they knew what they're doing, and they did an excellent job. I mean, they got to where they needed to be. They got off the ball quickly, and they just did a great job.
Who did you award the game ball to?
We gave that, and actually, I've got to tell you, we have some really special kids on this team, and so we're talking to the kids afterwards, and someone said something about, game ball, coach. And I go, oh yeah, somebody run over and get the ball for me. And so before it got there, Andrew Brown intercepted it and made a really nice speech and presented it to Coach Bishop.
Yep.
Coach Bishop's retiring November 3rd, and he's been with us for a while now, and he just does a great job. And of course, all of our coaches volunteer their time, and he's right there, and he spends hours breaking down film and pushing the kids, and always has good insight, and he does our special teams for us. Just a great guy and well deserved, and I was happy for him. He had a tear in his eye when presenting to him, so it was a nice moment. Not to mention the fact he's a Stearns alum, and he was staying up there Friday night. So when he went out to breakfast, he had a little something to talk about.
That's awesome. That's very, very good. He probably ended up having to pick up the check for everybody in the restaurant, but I'm sure it's worth it. So tell us about the week ahead. So today being Monday, it's a holiday for the kids. Are you practicing today? What are you doing today?
No, they had the day off today. I mean, typically this would be a day where the JV does something. We've been playing in round robins, or last Monday we had an inter-squad scrimmage with them. Say that 3 times real fast. Yeah. And then the varsity just, goes over the previous game and what we're going to do for this next game. And so we gave them a much-needed day off today, and we'll start up tomorrow going through everything and getting ready for Orono. And it's back to work tomorrow, and Tuesday, Wednesday work days, and Thursday I run through, and then Friday back at home again for the next 2 weeks, which will be nice. Yeah,
it's finally having a couple of home games in a row. So this Friday night against Orono, October 13th, and then senior night on October 20th against Washington Academy. Neat about this Friday is the fact that the inaugural class of the Ellsworth High School Sports Hall of Fame will be introduced at halftime, and we've got all 11 members on our website at WDEA.am. But that's really cool, and to have it done at a football game makes it really special too.
It is, and we also have our youth teams being introduced, so it's going to be a little bit longer halftime than normal, but it'll be nice to have all those people there and all those inductees honored, especially at a football game. It's really nice and a special atmosphere, and hopefully the weather will cooperate for us.
Well, the weather right now for Friday looks good. I mean, it'll change, but Friday night partly cloudy, lows in the lower 50s, so
nice.
At least right now, it looks good.
Yeah, Friday night under the lights. I mean, it's special, and what a place to have the first annual Hall of Fame ceremony there in Tug White Stadium. I mean, it's fitting, and Tug will be looking down, watching over it, I'm sure. So it'll be a fun time. Yeah,
no doubt. And then Thursday night, you're going to have an all-team dinner, not only with the varsity, but all of the teams from the EFL.
Yeah, we've been trying to be more involved with the youth teams, and we thought Jessica Brown actually came up with the idea, Andrew's mom, that to have a all-inclusive team dinner, and just a way to get the kids in with the high school and get them interacting a little bit more. So we'll have about 80 football players having hamburgers and hot dogs out on the field Thursday night, and it'll be really nice. It'll be a fun time. Fun to have those kids there. They're all, 3rd and 4th graders and 5th and 6th. They're so energetic and so cute, and they really look up to the high school players. And then the 7th and 8th graders are, 1 or 2 years removed, and they're watching everything that goes on. So it's nice to have them all there and interacting.
Well, these are the future Eagles. I mean, no doubt about it.
Yes, yeah, and it's they all get along well with one another, and so it'll be a fun time.
And again, of course, we want to encourage everyone to bring a non-perishable item or some toiletries, because if it's all going to be donated again to the Emmaus Center Friday night.
Yeah, Coach Hughes started that up at the beginning of the season, and it's been pretty successful. I know he's taken a couple loads of food to the center, so it's nice to keep that going and giving back as much as we can to the community.
All right, Coach, what do you want to tell everybody?
hey, come out Friday night. It should be a lot of fun, great atmosphere. We got 2 more home games, and that being one of them. And nice night for football and everything that's going on with it, the Hall of Fame inductees and the youth teams being announced. So it'll be a fun time, good weather, and come support your Eagles.
All right, Coach. Best of luck this week. We'll talk on Friday.
Thank you. Thank you.